I was going to make an AK video today, but then our pedophile in chief went and signed a new executive order. So here we are on the whitehouse.gov website. Let's look at this thing. What do you guys say? So the first section is just a bunch of BS about why he's doing it and all his reasons and everything else. Yada, garbage. But section 2 here is the implementation of the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. You know that thing where the Republicans that were supposed to be watching out for us betrayed us last year? Yeah, well, the Attorney General, Secretary of Health, Human Services, Secretary of Education, Homeland Security, and all that, they have 60 days to get a report together basically on how they're going to implement this thing. Section 3 is where it gets good, though. They want to clarify the definition of who is engaged in the business of dealing in firearms and thus required to become an FFL. It's vague for sure, but I'm taking it to mean that they're attacking private sales. That's what it sounds like to me. You guys remember all the FFLs who have had their licenses revoked recently, huh? Yeah, there's stuff about that too. My guess is if you've had your FFL taken by this administration, your business destroyed and everything, you probably can't even sell your own personal collection now, to pay your bills. That's probably going to be illegal too. Look at subsection 4 here. Supports the efforts to modernize and make permanent the Undetectable Firearms Act, which is a 922R law, and I believe it's going to die out here in December, so they're trying to make it permanent. And I'm pretty sure this is an attack on the 3D community. But basically, if you manufacture a firearm, it must contain a certain amount of metal so that a metal detector can pick it up. Then we go to section B here, where all the same attorney generals and secretaries and everything, they want to expand the support of a safe storage of firearms. You know how they tried to make that a law a little while back? Yeah, if you're not safely storing your firearms according to their definition, they might turn it into a law and arrest you. Then we get down to section C of this thing, and of course that has to do with red flag laws. All the same secretaries and everything, they want to expand the implementation of red flag laws. The whole take the guns first, due process later. Yeah, they want to expand that so that anyone can basically report you. You get your guns taken, and then you have to go to court to prove that you're not a danger to yourself or others. Now, section D here, I'm not totally against if it actually works out the way they want it to, which it never does with government. The gist of it is they want to provide aid for communities that were affected by gun violence. I'm all for that. Provide aid for communities affected by natural disasters or criminals free on bond, whichever one you want. I'm cool with it. Section E gets right back into something I don't like, though. They want to further firearm and public safety practices through the Department of Defense's acquisition of firearms. And for some reason, I just scrolled up. The acquisition of firearms usually means law-abiding citizens getting their guns taken. Unless they're, of course, talking about at the border, taking guns from the cartel, which... Oh, wait, the federal government doesn't do that, do they? Never mind. Section F, they want to expand the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network. That's where they basically take casings and match it to the gun that was used in a crime and all that stuff, whatever. Don't really care here as long as it's not used against law-abiding citizens, which I'm sure they'll find a way. Section G is another one that looks good on paper. They want to reduce the number of firearms that are lost during shipment between FFLs. Sounds good on paper, but I'm pretty sure it just means higher shipping rates. Next up, of course, they want to analyze how firearms manufacturers are advertising. McDonald's can advertise to kids every day and serve them straight poison. But we got to look at gun manufacturers' marketing techniques here. That's the real danger. Section 4 is not really important. It's just a bunch of different definitions for communism. And last but not least, we have Section 5, which is general provisions. But we're going to get to something here I want to show you guys. Just skipping to it real quick, it's Section B here. This order shall be implemented consistent with applicable law. So they are going to implement this around current laws without breaking those laws. So tell me, Joe, how are you going to implement this around shall not be infringed? Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.